I found an apartment for rent on the ad and came to see it. I was alarmed that the price was too attractive. So the landlady honestly told me that they have a house dweller. And who does not like it? He begins to harass. And the tenants quickly move out. But I am not afraid of such tales. We agreed on a price and struck a deal. The first night I moved in, I saw as if something the size of a cat was sneaking along the wall. And it was walking on 2 legs. I was already on the verge of dreaming and seeing, when everything seemed unreal. So I reacted calmly to the appearance of the creature. So he walks along the wall, and let him walk. And I guess I reacted the wrong way. I think he wanted me to run out of the room with a scream and a squeal. And here I was completely ignored. And then immediately the next day all sorts of horrors and fears began. I came home, and my things, previously neatly stacked in drawers, were lying on the floor. My suitcase was scratched. Then, very often when cooking, it was worth turning away, and the rice in the bag or pasta, scattered. It is clear that he started to drive me home from the apartment this way. But I'm not timid either. Of course it was scary. Although the view is not filed, cleaned everything, and even talked to him, as with the child, is unreasonable. However, when he ruined my passport, my patience came to an end. I went to our village to see a grandmother. I told my situation, and she taught me how to get rid of the ghost. Although she did not call him a house spirit, but an evil spirit, I came back and immediately set to work. I put in all the corners all kinds of dried herbs that my grandmother gave me. It seems she said that in the corners they have entrances and exits. I poured salt over the thresholds. I'm scared myself. But, as I think that it will have to redo the document, so fear disappears, and there is a joyful anger. At night I hear my client fussing, stomping little feet around the apartment. He runs and growls like an animal. Then ran into the bathroom. They're all smashed up. I was so creeped out. I regretted my undertaking, but there was nowhere to retreat. I took out a piece of paper, unwrapped it, turned on the light and began to read the plot or incantation. I do not know how to correct. From the first words my foe screamed even stronger. I see that in the corridor something dark and large beats as if in an invisible wall, trying to penetrate into the room, but a feature of the scattered salt well guarded me. I finished the spell. And immediately the housekeeper howled with a creepy voice, and the light bulb in the chandelier above my head exploded, showering shards. I don't know if it was a coincidence, or a consequence of my reading. But all of a sudden, the apartment was quiet. It was easier to breathe. I walked around the apartment. My hands and feet were shaking with fear. I was ready to jump out at any moment. But no, in fact, all is quiet. And subsequently, nothing of the kind happened in the apartment anymore. So I drove the house ghost out. I do not know whether for good or for bad. We'll wait and see.
Subscribe to the channel. There will be many more interesting things.